Welcome back. In this part we're off to PF International in Lincolnshire for the Honda Cadet Super 1 Championship race, and that young man there, the 11 kart, Cian Dewis, will go off pole alongside Sandy Mitchell. Cian and Sandy contesting the championship along with the GP plate driven by Luke Wooder, but as you'll see from these grid positions, that's the top half of the grid. To find Luke Wooder you'll have to go right the way down to P26. He finished second in the earlier final one but was given a 1 lap penalty, and that's pushed him down to P26, and that could be his championship over. The earlier heats and final one result, Elliot Harvey having a really good weekend, first and third in heats 1 and 2. Cian Dewis won heat 2 and the earlier final one to give him pole for this televised final. Coming down into under the tunnel for the first time, the 18 kart Sam Pooley gets turned round and nearly gets collected. Fortunately doesn't, but he's right down the back of the field. We're on board here with the GP plate. Luke Wooder, he's going to have a banzai race here to go from the back of the field to the front to keep his championship ambitions alive. Still in the championship is the 11 kart Cian Dewis. You can see the O plate there, Sandy Mitchell in 4th place. It's Dewis that leads it though from pole. Mitchell's lost a couple of places, make that another 1 as they go through the Surtees hairpin. Just make out the GP plate. There he is, Luke Wooder, in contention for the championship, but out of contention as things stand. If he stays where he is, he's got to get towards the front of the field. Talking about the front of the field, Rory Hudson's taken up the lead now. The 55 kart through to 2nd place, that's Charlie Lamb, dropping Cian Dewis back to 3rd place. So Rory Hudson, as Lamb runs wide, that will allow the 37 kart to come down the inside of a 2nd place. That's Elliot Harvey. Harvey started in 16th place. He's already up to 2nd in 2 laps. Amazing start. The 22 kart, Rory Hudson, also had a good start from P3. He's leading it, and comfortably so, and that's Dewis now under pressure from Sandy Mitchell. So the two main protagonists now in the championship are Cian Dewis on the 11 kart and Sandy Mitchell, the British Open champion, on the O plate. There he is, back on board here with Luke Wooder, looking back towards the new Scottish champion here, Gordon Much. Sandy Mitchell did have that title, didn't take part in that championship this season. The 11 kart Cian Dewis did start on pole. He won the earlier final from Sandy Mitchell, but those places have been reversed now. As you can see, Mitchell now ahead of Cian Dewis, and Mitchell makes his way past Charlie Lamb. Mitchell's now got Charlie Lamb between himself and Cian Dewis. That's the way he'll like it, especially if it stays like that. The 50 kart making up a place, going wide, and then coming back underneath is Sam Munro. Here's the 2nd inside hairpin. Chris Lullen makes up a place on the 50 kart of Sam Munro. Munro drops back a couple. 25 goes with Chris Lullen. That's Connor Grady from M&H Transport. Down to the Bobby Game corner, this right-hander into the Mike Wilson complex. It is the 22 kart then that leads it comfortably at the moment, Rory Hudson. The 37 kart, Elliot Harvey, may have something to say about that. He'll be looking to put some pressure on Hudson sometime soon. Mitchell now clear of Charlie Lamb. 11 is Dewis, 20 Chris Lullen, 50 Sam Munro. 61 kart in the picture there, Conor McCarthy. Here they come down the main straight then, into this right-left flick now. There's Luke Wooder on the GP plate, has to run the curb though to miss McCarthy. Looking back from Wooder's kart. He'll be looking to move forward. Not too bothered about who's behind him currently. Where is he? There he is on the GP plate. Bit of a disaster for Wooder in that first final. Finished 2nd on the track, penalised a penalty, didn't see what that was for, but obviously something's gone on during the race and the officials have taken a dim view. Cart's come down to Surtees hairpin now. On contact into the back of the 58 kart, Matthew Hayden. That was the S plate, Gordon Much, causing that, and if that's been seen by the officials, there'll be a minimum of a warning flag, maybe something more severe at the end of the race. 55 Lamb in 4th place, followed by Dewis, the 11 kart. That's 50 Sam Munro, a little bit of contact there from behind from Connor Grady, the 25 kart, but no real damage done, still as you were. It is Cian Dewis now under pressure, the poleman from the 20 kart. It's Chris Lullen, the poleman going backwards here, not doing his championship ambitions any good at all. He really wanted to win this race, or as a very minimum finish in front of the O plate Sandy Mitchell, but you can see Mitchell there is in 3rd place. 37 kart now coming under pressure from Mitchell, Elliot Harvey. That's the man in 4th place, Charlie Lamb. Lamb on the 55 cart under pressure in turn from the 11 cart Cian Jewis, and Jewis certainly under pressure from Chris Lulham, having a really good run, perhaps his best run in the Super 1 series this season so far. Just making out Jewis trying to look up the inside of Lamb there. I don't think he got it done though. Back down towards the Surtees hairpin are the leaders, 22. Rory Hudson, his best run in Super 1. Elliot Harvey under pressure from Sandy Mitchell, and Cian Jewis has got his way back into 4th place, with Lulham coming through for 5th, but now Lulham takes 4th. 55 Charlie Lamb loses a couple. Cian Jewis held 4th place briefly, but he's dropped back to 5th place now as Chris Lulham on the 20 cart, just in the background there, the blue cart through to 4th. That's Sandy Mitchell, the man from Scotland, British Open champion, won that title at Rowrah early in the season. Great battle that was. They're the top 3. All running wide is Wooder. Wooder's making his way back into contention, but he's run wide there on the grass and he's lost a couple of places. So all that work being undone, although he gets the place back. Does he hold on to it? Yeah, looks like he does. The 18 cart Sam Pooley has spun out in Surtees hairpin. He's getting it going again, but well down the field now. Back with the leaders next lap round. So the 37 cart of Elliot Harvey coming under pressure now from the O plate, and here he comes down the inside, through into turn 1 and through to 2nd place. So Sandy Mitchell, British Open champion, through to 2nd, and this is doing his championship aspirations no harm at all. Back on board here with Luke Wooder, who was in contention for the championship, but after that earlier final 1 result where he was penalised a lap, that's pretty much put him out of contention for the championship. And in fact, if Sandy Mitchell can hold on to this 2nd place where he is now, and Cian Jewis was to finish 10th or worse, certainly 10th place, if Cian Jewis finishes 10th and he's dropping back through the field as we speak, and Sandy Mitchell there can hold on to that 2nd spot, that would secure Sandy Mitchell the Super 1 title this season. It would mean he would win it. Whatever happens at the last round, he'd win it by a point, even if he's got 2-0 scores. So the way things stand, Sandy Mitchell won't know that. He'll just be looking behind, seeing the 37 cart of Elliot Harvey. He won't worry about that. He's looking for the 11 cart of Cian Jewis. There is Cian Jewis, who's sliding all over the place, runs wide and loses a place to the 50 cart and loses another place to the GP plate as Luke Wooder comes through. So Sam Munro goes past, and then Wooder goes past in turn. 25 cart battling with the Scottish champion, that's Conor Grady and Gordon Much. Doesn't look like Gordon Much has got a penalty or even a flag from that earlier contact. Got away with that one. Back on board here with Luke Wooder. You can see he's in front of the 11 cart Cian Jewis, but well behind Sandy Mitchell. There is Mitchell. In fact, Mitchell's lost that 2nd spot. He's down to 3rd, so he would now have to hope that. Now, what would it be? I think he would need a 12th place finish if he finishes in 3rd. He'd need a 12th place finish for Cian Jewis as things stand. But has he got the 2nd place back? No. He'll go for the wide switchback outside and try and come underneath in the hairpin. Can't get that done this time. That's Rory Hudson. Rory having a cracking day today. This will be his first Super 1 win, and what a way to do it. It's well clear. Sandy Mitchell in 3rd. There's 4th place man Chris Lulham, who's a bit lonely there in 4th, having to race himself, but he'll be happy if he finishes in 4th, I'm sure. 50 is Sam Munro. GP plate is Wooder, and the 52 Morgan Porter. Morgan Porter slides up the inside of Wooder. Looks like he's taking that place off him. Down to Bobby Game corner one more time through the right-hander. This is later in the race, and it's in fact on the last lap. And you can see Sam Munro here on the 50 cart trying to fight the cart to stay out of the back of Cian Jewis. He manages to do that. It's a great effort in the end. In the last lap though, it was the 22 cart of Rory Hudson taking his first Super 1 win. Is he delighted? You bet he is. Sandy Mitchell comes through for 2nd. Bit of drama in the last couple of laps. Out of the shot of the cameras, the 37 cart of Elliot Harvey spun himself out, but as you'll see from the results, he just comes through in the background there. The other carts are the back markers. Elliot Harvey managed to hold on for 3rd spot, but Sandy Mitchell's 2nd place finish and Cian Jewis's 10th place finish effectively hands the title to Sandy Mitchell.
Me and Sandy were battling, then I tried to brake on a bit later, and then got in, spun out, and then got back and I got back on and still carried on third, so really happy. I'd like to thank Next Gen with David Bell-Chambers and Roger from RPM and Wilco.
Yeah, I didn't get off to a great start, but I managed to get back up, and then I had a good battle with Elliot, but then he went off, but Rory was away, and well done to Rory, and I'd like to thank Project One and RPM Racing Engines.
Rory, congratulations, a good end to the day for you.
Yeah, really good end to the day. I mean, first win in Super 1, quite interesting conditions to do it in, but yeah, feels really good. I just want to say thank you to my boss, Steve Cutting, for helping me all the way through the year. This means a lot.
Excellent, well hopefully lots more wins to come for you from this day, congratulations.
Oh yeah, I really hope there are lots more wins. I'm doing Honda next year, so I've got another chance for it, so yeah.
On the way home to Wimpole, Rory Hudson and his dad will float home. They don't need petrol, they'll just float home on a cloud of air. He is a Super 1 winner, and I can't tell you what that will do to his confidence. Sandy Mitchell, though, has tied up the championship. He becomes the Super 1 champion for 2012, adding that title to his British Open win.